Hello, today we're going to be talking about one of the most influential and incredible games of all times. I'm of course talking about Magic the Gathering. This is The Art of Magic the Gathering, focusing on Innistrad by James Wyatt. For those who don't know, Magic the Gathering is a collectible trading card game created by Richard Garfield in the 90s, and it's incredibly successful. It has digital variants like Magic the Gathering and Arena, but also the paper cards, which are the primary way to play and collect, and it's influenced other card games, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, and the likes. We'll also be looking at this figurine of Liliana, and we're going to be talking about Magic the Gathering figurines and other things to collect, and we'll save the actual cards for another video. And when it comes to this art book, this is one of 8 that are currently available, and it focuses on the set of Innistrad, which is a location in the world of Magic the Gathering, and it's a set, an expansion, very popular set with incredibly powerful cards, very collectible, very iconic, and it focuses on Gothic architecture and medieval settings, and has very iconic characters. And that's specifically why I picked this one, because there's other art books covering Zendikar, which is a very popular set, Ravnica, and some of the other sets from recent times, or ones that have been recreated, like in the case of Zendikar. Let's start with the book. This is the front. Appears to be some dirt. What is going on there? Now, I picked this up used, but that is pretty dirty, and I'm really not happy about that. What in the world? This part is good, but this part is so dirty. I feel like I have to clean this somehow. The Art of Magic the Gathering. This picture of a vampire. Or you know what? Maybe that is actually, because I don't feel any actual dirt. You know what? I think that might be intentional. Yeah, this paper is actually intentional like this. This isn't dirt. But there's a sticker here that was removed. I don't know what the BD is. It's not good that somebody wrote in it. Anyway, vampires are in the set, as well as werewolves and other monsters and things like that. It's very eldritch horrors and all that. Now I'm particularly interested in the architecture and the medieval aspects of it, and less so when it comes to horrors and vampires specifically. But you know, very cool dark colors, and this is the color pie. For those who don't know Magic, that's the different colors you can play with, and you typically select a handful of these and build a deck around that. This is your source of colors to play certain cards. Yeah, so you can see that the multiverse, Dominaria, Zendikar, New Phyrexia is a very cool set. I don't think there's a book on it though, not from this set, but some of these others do have it. The World of Innistrad. See an angel in stained glass, and another vampire. I'm not sure who this angel is. I believe this is art from a card, but curious what angel that is. I have to look up. It says Thalia here. I don't think this Thalia is not an angel, so I don't know the history of all the Magic characters that well. There's a demon, there's what looks like a cleric here. Horrors of the Night. This is art from a very powerful mythic card from Innistrad. Avacyn and the Angelic Host. Oh, so this is Avacyn. Because Avacyn has her own card. Yeah, here's Avacyn. This is lovely art. I'm going to try to fold it out as much as I can. See into the fold. I actually have this particular card too. It's not the most powerful Avacyn. And then Sorin. He's a planeswalker. Planeswalkers are beings that are able to go to different universes, and you as a player, you are a planeswalker. But this is a character from the story, Sorin, a vampire, and he appears on planeswalker cards. This is a nice art of him casting a spell. This is this priest. The cleric priest is also a mythic card, I believe, and this is a rare. It's not that special, but it's nice art. And then I believe this is Bruna. She's a mythic angel. This is a mythic angel too. This is really nice art. Part of why I got this book is to be able to get printings of some of these angels and characters in a larger format. So this is a pretty large book, as you can tell, and it's pretty thick. It's hardcover. There's a lot in here, so it's good value. These aren't very expensive books. I only grabbed the one, but I'll even grab more. But it's really just about having another representation of Magic on my shelf, in addition to, of course, all the cards that I have and other more exclusive items. But just having the angels in a large format art here, especially like if it makes sense to have the cards for playability or for foiling, but if you have non-foil ones that you're keeping around just for the art, or like full art cards, well, I mean, this is even nicer, right? You get it in larger size. Here's Avacyn again. Really lovely book and art, so definitely glad I got it. This is Nahiri. She's another planeswalker. I believe she's always fighting Sorin. Really detailed art here. This is, I believe this is Grizzlebrand, who's a very powerful demon. His printing is a really nice card. This is the most powerful Avacyn printing, also very nice. It's great to see them both. Another nice angel, to see her in larger art. So going back to Innistrad, there's a lot of humans that are trying to survive in this world. So humans are a common tribe in Innistrad, as opposed to others like goblins and elves that are in other sets. I believe this might be Thalia. Yes, that's Thalia. And zombies. Not really big on zombies, but they're there for those who want them. And Liliana, of course, the most powerful printing of Liliana was the Innistrad one. But this art, I'm not sure I've seen this on a card. I'm trying to remember what card this may have been. This is really nice though, and definitely if it wasn't a card, it would have been tiny. I collect different printings of Liliana, so I'll have to check to see if what card that is and if I'm missing it. And then of course this is another version of Liliana. Put my hands here just so you can sort of see her face better. Now it's nice how much detail they put around her, and well, there's not that much detail on the side. You can see like castle in the back and all these zombies. the dead that she's raising, because she's basically a necromancer. She's a planeswalker, one of the most popular characters in all of Magic the Gathering. Some other rare and mythic characters. This is also some more nice art. Thalia. In terms of all the different books, because I did look at previews of them and screenshots and things, this had the characters and the art that resonated with me the most, and so that's why I picked this book. I believe this is a board wipe. I can't remember the name of this spell, but it's Terminus maybe, or it's like some kind of extinction. Destroy all creatures. I believe that's what this was. This was an enchantment that gave flying creatures +1/+1 if I recall, or blue or white. I'm trying to recall things, but I haven't looked it all up. So then Gristlebrand here again. This is another spell. I believe this is a reanimation spell. Also nice art. I'd love to see bigger pictures of the art here. This is so great. Looks like they're combining art for the characters as they were in Innistrad, and then later on. So that's always cool. Life in Innistrad, so you can see medieval architecture. This is actually a pretty bright looking scene for Innistrad, right? Everything's not on fire, and there's no plague or nothing, but life in the towns and villages. And this is another reason why I specifically wanted this book. It's just great inspiration and lovely to look at. The artists working on Magic the Gathering do a phenomenal job. Definitely one of my favorite sets and planes. Innistrad. Humans doing their human thing. Some more nice angel art. People worshipping Amazon. Different kinds of priests. Nice thick pages here, and humans and nice effects, casting, and a lot of detail. There's spirits as well in Innistrad. Not sure what this demon is. I'd have to look it up. I can't recall, but it looks cool. Part of a guillotine. Real dark. There's like witches and different cults, curses, and kind of sciences going on. So more zombies and ghouls and undead. interactions with the graveyard and creatures of the night. Werewolves and wolves in general are a big thing in Innistrad. Like wolves. Werewolves aren't really my thing, but Witcher vibes for those who are into The Witcher. Same kind of angel and werewolves. I'm not sure which card this is. We saw this one already. Just realized it's like bodies left out, just hanging. Whoa, that's dark. And Olivia, a very well-known vampire as well. It's got a few nice printings. Geists. More spirit knights. And just spirits. Spirits are very cool. Like rattle chains, maybe. Very familiar looking. So nostalgic thinking about Innistrad and going to the pre-release at the time, and demons and dragons. It's got it all. It's very, very cool set. And gargoyles. Not as into that, but it's there. This tree is a really cool card. More spirits. This is a very lovely page. Just art. Scenery over there. Some monster behind them. Then we have more monsters. Amid party environments. Dark, hopefully you can see it. We haven't gone through on Reddit yet, but definitely be doing that later. These 2 pages did feel a bit thick. Nice shipwreck here. slime. I believe she's a werewolf too. Nice fort. Just stunning. This is so cool. One thing I would have liked is to have more emphasis on more iconic characters and planeswalkers. Some of the random humans and monsters are a little bit less exciting than some of the main ones. That castle looks like the Castlevania castle. For anyone who's watched the Castlevania series, looks very similar to that. Really dynamic here, this guy falling off his horse and everything shattering under him. More angels, this is really nice. Evil angels. There we go, there's some art for Liliana. This one's really nice. We have Jace, Tamio. These are also planeswalkers. Jace is probably the most iconic planeswalker in Magic the Gathering. Tamio comes up occasionally, but she's not as popular and common. It's interesting to see her. We have Gideon, Nissa, and Chandra. Chandra's really popular too. This is interesting art. There's the face, there's the angel. Angel's getting possessed, and look at all the detail here, and fire and things, people burning, and the angel flying. It's just really nice. And not nice for them, but nice to see the art. That Jace approaching Liliana. Soren. The coming of Emrakul. Emrakul's going to be in this book. That's going to be really cool too. Emrakul is like a big monster and all drowsy. There's Emrakul. So it's like one of the big villains in magic. Really cool one, these Eldrazi monsters. It's like giant godlike things that curse and possess and all that stuff. And the cards are incredibly powerful. The Eldrazi cards are some of the most powerful creatures and cards in the game. More Eldrazi's. It's like an Eldrazi spawn. So it's a smaller one compared to some of the bigger Eldrazi's. So you get this Emrakul's Corruption. Werewolves possessed by Emrakul and humans and vampires. Thalia here. We have the two angels being combined. Ursula, Voice of Nightmares, the combination of the two angels. Really detailed art of Liliana and her zombie army. Emrakul rising. I wish there was more detail in this painting. Rough. Vampires, Swarm and Fury. The Gatewatch fighting all these monsters. Liliana. Emrakul. This is Nissa. I'm not sure who this is. Is that Tamio? Her face doesn't quite look like her right there. This is the Oath of Liliana. It's there's a set of cards, the oaths of the various planeswalkers. Really nice art, and you get to see her eyes instead of them always being glowing with magic. Oh, and you get the appendix of cards. That's very nice. So as you can see, some of the different werewolves and zombies, skeletons. No, but it doesn't appear that it has all the cards. There's not much pages left. A little bit about the author. James White is a senior game designer on the creative team of Magic the Gathering. Over the course of more than 14 years working on the Dungeons and Dragons role-playing game, he wrote 5 novels and contributed to dozens of game source books, including Oriental Adventures, the Eberron campaign setting, and 3 different Dungeon Master Guides. And this back page here is also, it's not dirt, it's just like a texture. So that's just how it is. A little bit more about James White here. See what the jacket has. That's just, this is like a paper cover, and then there's the jacket. It's more glossy. I gotta close it this way because it's there. You can see the back of the book there. SRP is 39 USD, 46 Canadian, 28 UK. Back there. So it's not a very expensive book. It's a lot of art. I would say it's definitely worth it. So that's the book, and we'll return back to the figurine here. Now this figurine is like a Funko, but she's not exactly a Funko Pop, because those are like chibi with really large heads. Whereas this one, she's you know, regular proportions. But I'm not a huge fan of these kinds of posable figurines. I feel like they just don't look that great. But when it comes to Magic the Gathering figurines, there's really just this for the Planeswalkers. And then there's the Funko Pops, but I'm not a fan of Funko. Like, it aesthetically doesn't appeal to me. And then there's also Kamigawa figures that are very fragile, become very expensive, and I was never really that attached to the Kamigawa plane and to those monsters, so it didn't really resonate with me. That's why I'd rather, you know, pick up a Liliana figure. And finally, there is a Sarah Angel figure, like a really old one. You might have seen that figure on Alpha Investments, Rudy, the YouTube channel. He had a figure of Sarah Angel in the background. There was one listing on eBay, but it was really expensive and it was damaged, and I just didn't want to pay a lot for a damaged one, and it really didn't make sense. So I figured this would make the most sense. There is also a Jace, which I kind of wanted for this Funko, but he just doesn't look good. He looks even worse than Liliana, so I figured if I'm gonna buy one of them, I'd rather buy Liliana. And I find it a little bit odd here that she doesn't come with any kind of stand. I bought the second hand, so maybe it's supposed to, but didn't. This is kind of soft here. This is soft plastic, and so she is sort of posable. Her hands do move a little bit, but it's sort of attached. So hopefully you can see her while I was fumbling around to open her out. Let me try to get a close up. So as you can see, it really doesn't look that great. There. Try to get it into view. That's what she looks like. It's not the nicest figurine by any means. She's small, and definitely looks like a cheap figurine, but she is cheap also, so you know, from afar it's okay. I'm not a fan of all these tattoo markings that she has for casting her spells, because she's not often seen with all these runes, and if they made them glow or something, it would have been cool. Or like it just doesn't look that great. But at the same time, she's okay. She's better than the Jace, who looks really, really odd. But that's Magic the Gathering figurines. I wish they made more, but there's really nothing else. And same with art books. There's just these 8, and there's a couple others, but that's about it. So if you want more art beyond that, it's really up to the cards and little booklets that come with fat backs and things like that. I forgot to show the front and back of the figurine box, so I'm just going to stick that in here. This is what the front looks like. This was Lily in her case. There's a little bit of shyness to the text, which is cool. Some little information here on the Funko stuff, so you can get like a little bit of see-throughness here to see. And here's the back, so you can see there's Jace, Garuk, Ajani, Nissa, Liliana, and Chandra. So you can get 6 of them. You can look at all the different arts for them. It's called the Legacy Collection. So just wanted to let you know what the box looks like, if that's something you're interested in. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what your favorite Magic the Gathering set is, and if you have any kind of figurines or art books for Magic, and who your favorite Planeswalker is in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.